The internet has transformed the way that people think about how to handle big decisions in life. 10 to 15 years ago, nobody would even consider buying a car sight unseen, let alone completing a complex divorce without an attorney involved. People thought there were some things that a computer could never replace. The internet created a whole new generation of do-it-yourselfers, and now there are very few major life decisions that cannot be handled on the internet. There have been over 50,000 divorces done on sites like CompleteCase.com and hundreds of thousands of cars purchased on eBay. You can get your college degree on the web, and of course banking on the internet is now the standard. People are doing wills and trusts online and setting up complicated business entities on the internet with LegalZoom.com. We even trust our taxes to be done on the internet. Yes, people come to put a lot of trust in the World Wide Web applications. One of the biggest decisions a person makes is buying a home. The do-it-yourself generation is figuring out how to do this without a realtor. Currently, realtors still own that service and handle 90% of the home sales. A realtor has three primary functions. 1. Help you to figure out what your home is worth. 2. Get it ready to sell and market the home. 3. Negotiate the transaction and prepare the contracts. It is this third function where Undercontracts.com will replace the realtor. The main reason people don't like to use realtors is they can save the expensive selling fees. A home that costs $200,000 will have $14,000 in fees. In a down market where many people have lost equity in their home, they don't want to give it up paying realtor fees. For sell by owners or FSBOs have been increasing every year and will continue to increase with the use of popular sites like Trulia, Zillow, and ForSaleByOwner.com. These types of sites have already gained a tremendous amount of growth. Users can easily determine the value of their home and even market their home every bit as effectively as a realtor could, and for a fraction of the cost. But what does the seller do when somebody wants to buy the home? How do they negotiate the terms without a realtor, and more importantly, how do they ensure a safe and legal binding contract? Currently, the options are very limited. The public wants to be able to manage the entire home selling transaction without having to pay for a realtor. This means having access to customized contracts that can be used in all 50 states. People recognize the complexity of such contracts and will pay to have them customized, but they don't want to lose their shirt. They want a web solution that is easy to use and fast, but still powerful enough on the back end that ensures attention to detail. Undercontracts.com is a website unlike any other current solution available to home buyers and sellers. Currently, if a buyer or seller search the internet for real estate contracts, there will be about 6 to 8 solutions for them. All of them are almost exactly the same. They are pre-formatted vanilla documents that you download off the net as a PDF fill-in-the-blank form. These are filled out manually and are very vanilla or sort of a one-size-fits-all solution. There is very little explanation about the various clauses on the websites, and the user is left to guess on most of the blanks, leaving a very risky real estate transaction. Undercontracts.com would provide the user a very easy-to-use question-answer process, similar to the experience a user has with TurboTax. We call this the contract wizard. With every response the user gives, the website will intuitively know which next question to ask and which type of clause should be inserted into the contract. It will actually be better than the contracts that even realtors use, which are fill-in-the-blank standard forms where they use addendums to handle any special provisions. Undercontracts.com will generate perfect contracts for every type of transaction in all 50 states. The National Association of Realtors reports that for the last 11 years there have been an average of 5 million homes sold per year in the United States. Of these, there are differing opinions on how many are sold without realtors. The National Association reports numbers of 13%, while AllListings.com suggests it is closer to 30%. That means that 600,000 to 1.5 million homes are being sold without realtors each year. These are people that need access to professional contracts. This number will continue to grow, especially if buyers and sellers know they can have the contract portion of the transaction handled using the internet. How does an online real estate contract website like Undercontracts make money? The first obvious way is to charge to use the website. Buying a home is a major decision that must be done with care to avoid major headaches and costly litigation. Users have already shown they will pay for professional internet services. For example, divorce document preparation sites are getting fees over $300 with no problem. Our current price point is $199. The greatest revenue source, however, may be selling qualified leads to third parties. When a home is sold, there are several entities that stick their hand in the honey pot. There are title companies, mortgage banks, home inspection companies, appraisers, and home warranty companies. In addition to this, there is a huge market for post-transaction opportunities. This includes moving companies, home alarm companies, satellite and cable companies, and of course all the service-based home improvement trades like carpet cleaners, home repair and landscape companies. Even retail home improvement stores would want to purchase these very hot leads to market to. The last way we intend to monetize Undercontracts.com is to leverage the information we will collect from the users and advertise on the site using the behavioral models of Google and Facebook, which would create very targeted ads based on the responses the user gives in the Contract Wizard. How much revenue can a site like Undercontracts.com make? The numbers are very compelling. At a modest 1% of the market share, we can make over $1 million a year in fees, and the lead sales would bring an additional $3 million. The advertising amount is less predictable but has great potential. At 7%, we would get $8.4 million in user fees and over $20 million in lead sales to third-party vendors, with total revenues at almost $30 million per year. Because we are going to be first to market with a tool like this, we feel growing to at least 12% of the market share is certainly possible. With this kind of potential, we feel an exit strategy with an acquisition by a major national title company like First American Title or even Zillow or Trulia could be very possible. This is not a new concept. This does not require a lot of speculation. People trust the internet to help them with life decisions. People don't like to pay high realtor fees. People are buying and selling their homes by themselves more than ever before. They are screaming for a tool like Undercontracts.com. If we don't do this, then somebody else will.